Coffee, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Andrian, how are you? Welcome in. Apostle Dara, how are you? How's everybody doing today? Mr. Middleton, how you doing, darling? Good morning to you, sir. Good afternoon, Robert. I am doing good. How are you doing? Welcome in. How you doing, Brent? How's everybody doing today? Tony, welcome in. How you doing, Fernando? Good morning. Peace and joy. Great morning to you, sir. ¿Cómo estás, Fernando? How you doing? Raymond, I am doing good. Ramon, I'm sorry, I called you Raymond. Ramon, I'm sorry. Ramon, how are you? I'm doing good. Happy to see you guys. Did you get some sleep, Brent? Isael, welcome in. Good morning to you. Buenos dias. I am doing good. Happy Friday. Had to think about it. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. How y'all feeling today? I hope everyone had good rest. You got a good start to your day and you feeling good. You did? That's wonderful. That is wonderful. How's Bria doing, Brent? How Miss Bria doing? I'm doing good, Ramon. Mac, welcome in. I got me a waffle today and I got me some coffee. How you doing, Fur? Edwin, welcome in. Maxie, how you doing, Maxie? Maxie, Victor, thank you for the follow. What? The weather is nice today. It is very nice. The sun is shining. It's hot though, but I am in the shade. Y'all still getting rain down there? Thank you, EVG 4000. I appreciate the compliment. I am doing good. I'm good, Maxie. Where are you from? Because it's morning over here. Where are you tuning in from? King Wills, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Honda, welcome in. How are you? Aggie, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. There's 20% chance of rain today. Today won't be that hot. Well, it's a high of 83. That's not too bad. Anthony, welcome in. Shirley, good morning to you. From Indonesia, Maxie. How's it going over there? And good morning, Anthony, American Redneck. How's it going? How y'all feeling today? I got me some coffee today. I got me coffee. Betty, welcome in. How you feeling? Where am I? I'm in Texas. I'm visiting family. So I'm not at the tiny house. I'm not out in the woods. Thank you, Maxie. Yeah, I'll be here. I don't know. I guess maybe till Sunday. And then I'll go back home, but then I have to be back here next week for graduation. Isla said good night. How you doing, Isla? I'm from the US. I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas. Coffee Coils 83. Welcome in. I'm in Texas, the Lone Star State. I'm in America, the US. Michael, welcome in. The coffee is hot. I appreciate you, Aggie. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Hey, bro, welcome in. Brent, thank you for that. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you for putting tips in the tabby jar. What's everybody got planned for Friday? What y'all got planned for today? What you getting into this weekend? It's Memorial Day weekend, right? Who grilling? Who cooking? If you in America, who grilling? Who cooking so I can come pick me up some food? Anybody grilling this weekend? Brent, you gonna be grilling? I need to come pick up some of my plate. How you doing, MMN? Welcome in. Some recipes. Oh, you gonna be grilling at Dad's house? They got room for two more, so me and Yaya can come. Brent. Rain all weekend. Oh, it's making its way up there. Sound Wave, how you doing, darling? Good morning to you. How you doing? How you feeling today? Pamela, how's it going? I don't think nobody is grilling. I don't think my family they're gonna be cooking or anything like that. So that means either I'm gonna have to do it, or you said, "Can I see you from my house?" What do you mean, Uggy? Oh, thank you, 13. Thank you, thank you, thank you. OG Sam, welcome in. How you feeling today? Matt, welcome in. How are you? Mike, how you doing, darling? Good morning to you, sir. Are you at work right now, Mike? Baseball game later. Been raining. You was looking on TikTok. So I guess all the rain that we've been getting. I talked to my friend yesterday. He's in Tennessee, and he said that it had been dry over there, but they've been getting rain lately. Gabriel, welcome in. And I guess all the rain we've been getting is just kind of going up that way. Ronnie, welcome in. A little while longer. I hope you get off soon, Mike. Mike, you grilling this weekend? Good morning to you, Al. Top of the morning to you, sir. How you feeling today? Was hot earlier in the week? It hadn't been as hot here. It's just been extremely, we've been getting so much rain. Links, links up, welcome in. Hopefully it won't rain there's like a slight chance of rain today, but I'm gonna take Yaya out. We're gonna do some things, so hopefully it won't rain because we're gonna be going to watch a movie later on, and the little event is outside. So hopefully we won't get rained out. I like baseball. Yes, I do. When I get home, the holidays and the factor, you always grilling like, yeah. I like baseball. I don't watch it all the time. Some seasons I watch it more than others, but I haven't been watching it lately. I will read stuff here and there, but try to keep up with it. But happy Friday to you, Jeremy. Welcome in. How's it going? Can y'all hear me on YouTube? I got my microphone on. I turned it up. Man, welcome in. So Brent, I've been meaning to send you some pictures because I really want to do the Tabby tour, and I was thinking, what can I get? I've been looking at RVs. They have these little campers that you can pull, and they're teardrop trailers. And there's one company, they call them tabs. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. But I want something made out of wood. I know wood is a little bit heavier, but how you doing, Mr. Drew? Good morning to you. Ata, good morning to you. How are you? I need to go to an Astros game. It's been years. I don't think I've ever seen the Astros play. Like not I've never been to a game, like if the Rangers were to play them. Teardrop, send me the pics. Yeah, I was. You like? Uh, I've been meaning to message you 13 and talk to you about it, Brent, because Yaya want her own tiny house, but she wants something like a cottage. And I was talking to the guy that built my tiny house, and he has some that he said cottage style, but it's not Yaya's. She don't like them, so maybe. I'm doing good at it. I'm doing good. Neighborhood Legends, welcome back in. How you doing? How you feeling? Lasad, bonjour. Man, thank you for the follow. How's everybody doing today? Pan and Henry, welcome in. I want something that I can. Yeah, I need a tiny house, and also I need something I can do the tabby tour. I'm not married, sincere one. You been doing good? How's your art going? How's the mural that you were working on, Legends? Are you still working on it, or did you finish it? Cabin Fever, welcome in. Showtime, welcome in. Sounds good. How's it going? I don't know if the girls like I mean, they okay with baseball, but the baseball games are long and I think they get kind of bored. I know how to build some stuff, Mike, but you know, the more you know how to do, you can just create so much stuff. I'm from the US. I'm in Texas. Antonio, welcome in. Derek Flowers, welcome in. How are you? I want to build all kinds of stuff. Maybe I could try, but I don't know how structurally sound. I don't know. I guess I get a little intimidated by building because like everything looks like it's perfectly supposed to fit together. And I know that's not the case. You get it, you know, as close as possible, but how buildings are constructed, but that doesn't translate directly into knowing how to do it. Yeah, I know how to do some. I've built some stuff. I know how to build simple stuff. I know that if I were to really try, I could build something. I may not cut it. I should have taken shop when I was in high school. They had it woodworking. I didn't have to take. How many of you guys took home ec when you're in school? I didn't take home ec. It was like a requirement but for whatever reason, I was somehow I didn't have to take it. All my friends did. They were doing sewing and baking cakes and stuff. 7th grade. Yeah, they took it in middle school. I didn't have to take it. I don't know why. I remember all my friends. They were like, they had to make some shorts one time, either shorts or pants, and they were showing it to me. And I thought I was like, that's cool. But I never. I know how to sew. I taught myself how to sew, but I didn't learn in school. Is the best class you ever took, or home ec or woodworking shop? Mr. High, welcome in. I got to start the first week of June because I'm taking a trip. Oh, okay, cool. William, welcome in. Wait, 13 built for his mom. I may be able to learn how to do that at best in time. You did both? That's cool. TJ, welcome in. JL Plummer, how are you? You took both? Al, did you want to come up? I see you sent a request. Built a motoring shop, really? How you doing, TJ? So the high school I went to, I focused on foreign language. So like my electives and stuff in middle school, I had Spanish, and then I took it so that when I got to high school, I would have extra credits. And then in high school, I took ROTC, and then I took Spanish again. Um, And I was supposed to take Italian, but I can't remember what happened with that. I'm gonna turn y'all down. Okay. All right, TJ. I appreciate you being here. I'm doing good, Wyatt. How are you? I'd have to really put me into learning. I don't want to just throw something together. Yeah, I want to learn. I get on, I'm on YouTube and I watch people, they like, recycle pallets, wooden pallets, and they put together all kinds of stuff. Oh man, I think I missed it, TJ. Thank you for the capybara swim. Mr. Hi, how you doing? Filipino, how you doing, June? How you been? Thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate that. Do I know Christ? Yes, I do. I'm a Christ follower. I believe in Jesus. I love Jesus. I follow Jesus. My little yellow pill. How you doing, June? I'm good, Mr. Hi. It's a storm there today. Thank you, June, for the love you so much. A slow connection on my end, is it? Leroy, welcome in. Yes, I am a Christ follower. The Hill, welcome in. The man that built my tiny house, he said that he taught himself how to build. I started my home building business and became a billionaire. Thank you, Wade. I appreciate you. Rain there all weekend. Oh, you can message me, Maxie. How's the connection on TikTok? Is it okay? Yeah, the guy that built my tiny house, he said he taught himself. Because one time Yo-Yo was asking him, she's like, because Yo-Yo said she wanted to build herself an A-frame. She's like, she asked him, his name is Randy. She said, Randy, how can I build my own house? And he was telling, she's like, no, I'm serious. How can I really build? I want to build myself my own house. Like, how can I build it, my own tiny house, a little A-frame? North Texas. Um, but I was asking him questions too, and he said he taught himself how to build. So with YouTube, you can learn all kinds of stuff. Christ is the great teacher. Amen. Indeed, he is. I'm thinking about taking like a cob, building with cob. Learn how to, Brent, do you know how to build cob homes? Build something out of cob. I like either wood or some natural material. I don't like drywall. I don't want my house made out of drywall. My tiny house is like all reclaimed wood. Draw you a blueprint and build it. I'm inside a building that has a double firewall. Oh, okay. How you doing, Halo? Welcome in. I need to pray and have him teach me further. He was a carpenter. Yeah, you're right. He was a carpenter. YouTube experience and lots of mistakes. That's how you learn. That seems like the way. Only things I can't afford mistakes, literally. Yeah. I learned that you measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, cut once. When I'm doing stuff at the house, I will measure multiple times. And if I'm sure, I will measure again. I didn't know how to do a lot of stuff when I got my tiny house and I moved off the grid. I didn't know how to do a lot of stuff. I remember my water pump kept breaking. I would take it apart and I was like, God, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm willing. And I just got on YouTube and looked at some stuff, made mistakes, like Brent said. Yes, I'm still here, Halo. Young 001, I hope I said your name right. Thank you for the follow. I didn't know nothing about my solar setup. I didn't know none of that stuff, but I learned along the way. Measured twice, cut once. I think I measured more than twice. I check and check and check. Especially wood is so expensive now. Oh, that's wonderful. As I walk in faith, I abide in Christ, and He and sowing good fruit of truth, that is Christ, having my lampstand lit, I shine forth the light of Christ over the darkness of the world. I like that. Life Food Sports, welcome in. Wood is so expensive. It's funny because both of my girls like going to Home Depot. And I think it's because they've had to go with me so many times over the years. Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace. Y'all got Ace where you are? And but yeah, that wood is expensive. Hi there. Welcome in. Is it Edo Maduro? Did I say your name right? I hope I did. Yeah, real wood is pricey. Good morning, Grandpa Jr. Precise measurements make the difference between a good or bad build. Yeah, you're right. Dennis, welcome in. Mike, thank you for the heart me. I watch a couple of people. I think they're in either one guy is in Japan and he builds stuff and he uses all the birds are fighting. He uses hand tools. And I'm like, how he do that? That's a lot. It takes a lot of time. How you doing, Dennis? For big projects, I go to a lumberyard, much cheaper than the big box stores. Oh, really? I need to find a lumberyard in my area. Good morning, welcome in. Will, how's it going? Pick up pallets and take them apart and make some projects sometimes. That's cool. I watch people do that on YouTube. Sebastian, welcome in. Well, the heart is, they say, Christ is our home and home we find rest. Amen. The lumberyard. How you doing, D Nice? Welcome back. How are you? Mel, good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, I watch people on YouTube. They get pallets, take them apart, build all kinds of stuff. You guys come across those videos where like it's a guy, he goes in the woods somewhere and he just builds like a little shelter and it looks cool. He makes it all nice. They make a little stove inside the shelter so they can cook. Saludos. Bienvenido. Buenos días. From Spain, welcome in, Sebastian. How are you doing today? N-D-U-M-I-S-O. How are you? He said hi. Feeling encouraged? Oh, that's wonderful, D Nice. I'm happy to hear that. Prakash, how's it going? Yesterday and build a camper on the back of his K truck. Yeah, I want something like that. I want a K truck. I really want a K truck. I don't know how safe it will be on the Texas roads though, but I want one. I seen people like in my little town. I seen people with a K truck. I want something like that. It would be right up my alley. I go to construction site, buy the scrap building supplies too. That's smart. JJ, welcome in. How you doing? A lot of people say if you have the time, right? Let's say you have the truck, you have the time, go on the Facebook marketplace and also Craigslist. People, they give away like free material. You just got to come pick it up, haul it off. If you know how to build and you got the time to do that, I think it's good. You seen a couple there in Houston too? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Kitai, I'm wonderful. How are you? Do I have a sister, Tatiana? No. No. I do have a sister, but her name not Tatiana. And I have half siblings. I don't have any whole siblings. I do have a older sister and a younger sister. Neither one of them look like me. We look completely different. I'm from Texas. Earl, welcome in. How you doing, Earl? Earl Jr. Thank you for the compliment. Earl. I guess the bird getting used to me being out here. R10, welcome in. Very nice. What do I do for a living? A lot of y'all ask that. How come? Why y'all ask me that? What I do for a living? What's Papa? Welcome in, Kitai. I don't look well. I don't want to look that way because I don't want the mama to be all nervous. I'm a groundskeeper. I'm on a large property and I help take care of the property. I do some stuff. I don't know. I find it kind of weird. People say, "What do you do for a living?" I don't believe that people. That's kind of a personal question, right? I don't like when women meet men. I don't like that either. They ask, "Well, what do you do for a living?" It's like, why you want to know? How do men feel when women ask, like, you first meet a woman, right? And she said, "What do you do for a living?" How you feel about that? Does that throw up a red flag? Or are you all right with it? Jordan, welcome in. I think it's kind of weird when a person first asks right off the bat, and I think it's kind of weird when a person just puts that out there. Like, if you're not asking, someone just says it before they then know who I am. They want to know what I do. Is a red flag. I also think it's a red flag too. Like, you just meet a person and they let it be known what they are too. Hi, my name's so and so. I'm a doctor or I'm a lawyer. To an extent, it makes sense, but dang, talk to me first. Yeah, I think you should talk, right? No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay. You're not the only one that asked. I didn't mean it like that. Don't take it like that. I'm not offended. I'm not offended. It's okay. I get asked all the time. I wonder, like, well, in the flow of a regular conversation, it's okay, but from a stranger, you're okay. I'm not offended by it. I just wonder, when you first meet a person with titles, I can't stand it. That bothers me too. Profession says a lot of anything. How you doing, Hardy Chris? Welcome in. Hello, I'm Mike. Pretend cop. How are you? When you first meet somebody, right? What's something that when you first meet a person, what is something that you pay attention to first? Is it their eyes? Is it their hair? Is it their shoes? What is it? Their clothing? How you doing, Teddy? There she is. I feel I'm being measured by my finances once we get to know each other. Looks first, then walk. So when you meet does that go for both male and female? Then smile. You pay attention to hygiene. So if a person got 30 fingernails, you already got a bad first impression. Your self love is so important. Sometimes, like in the wintertime, like if I'm cleaning out the stove, I don't always wear my gloves, and I can get like soot in my fingers, nails and stuff, and I can wash and it still can be a kind of stain. And I wonder if people, when I go out, they thinking I'm just walking around with dirty fingernails. So I try to remember to keep my gloves on when I'm cleaning out the stove. They think that how they speak, how they behave tells me a bit about their character. Out of there, here's the hand soap. But sometimes, like if a person, if they're a mechanic, sometimes they can get grease stuck in there. You know, that little orange soap don't always cut it. Know them by their fruit. Amen. If they got a stench, then I'm blind. Mike said he don't like the smell. Mm, unless there's an obvious reason why. Well, you know, like they say that you watch the eyes, Halo. If you can tolerate another person's funk, right? So say like if you can tolerate the opposite sex, like let's say like you meet a woman, right? She been at the gym. They say if you're attracted to her funk, then that's a good sign. But if you're off put by it, then that's not good. Some people are funkier than Boosie Collins. I watch what she look at. I'm like that too. I like to watch people and see what their eyes are drawn to. Beach Boy vibration. So say like when I'm out, right? Like me and Yaya, we're gonna be out today. I will watch people as they watch other people walk by. And I do this with men a lot of times. And I see men on the regular, they be checking women out. They'll look her up at the front, and when she walk past them, they be checking her out from the back. And sometimes they will catch me looking at them, and I was like, yeah, I saw you. They just laugh. Yeah, I do that all the time. I watch, you know, if men are just kind of posted up, a woman walk by and they look at her, you know, they try to play it off. Some of them try to play it off. Some of them don't. They just real. They don't care. And then they walk by and they get a second look, and then I'm looking at them and they see me and they laugh. I'm like, yeah, I see you. Why you do that woman like that? You gotta check the tires before you buy. Greetings from Mexico. Welcome in, Ivan. How are you? Thank you, Ivan. I have on sunscreen and I got some mascara on. I fill my brows in a little bit. I rub some stuff on my cheeks. Stevie, welcome in. I had to wear sunscreen. I'm outside all the time. Jubilee, welcome in. Greetings from Dubai. Welcome in, Gareth. Yeah, I like to see what other people's eyes are drawn to. Thank you, Nico. Thoughts on Chuck Norris? What do you mean? Just welcome in. Thank you, Stevie. What's in the heart comes to fruition. Amen. From South Africa, how are you? Oh, oh. Greg Parker, welcome in. Happy, how you doing, D? Wayne, welcome in. Jess, how's it going? Frank and Abby, welcome in. You said that was random? Him asking about my makeup upon your heart so you may sow good fruit. You from Texas? What part of Texas you in? I'm in Texas too. Jess, how's it going? Darnell, welcome in. Greg, how's it going? So I like having interactions with people that don't easily let their guard down. And I think when you come into contact with a person that's kind of guarded, or they just, you know, they don't trust people real easily, and then they come to know that you're a person that they can trust, they are usually wonderful people, you know. That's in my experience. Like if you come across, I've met people that they were like, I don't know you, I'm not letting you in. But if they see over time that they can trust you, usually they are some of the most loyal people. And I like that. I have no trouble and no problem with, you know, proving myself. Not necessarily proving myself, but just letting time reveal my character. Because in my experience, those people, when they know that they can, it takes time for you to get to know a person, and when they see that they can trust you, they are very loyal. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Taylor. Welcome back in. How are you doing today? How are you? I'm introverted, and people tend to take it as either shy or arrogant. I've gotten that too, Mike. Or people thought that I was stuck up or something. One time in high school, this girl asked me, she's like, "Why you don't talk to anybody? Are you stuck up?" I was like, "How you ask somebody that?" But no, I was like, "No, I'm not. I just don't know any of you guys to talk to y'all." Some people like their own company though. Yes, I'm still on the country off the grid, Isaiah. I'm paranoid type. Why she liking my air fryer? Can see someone hurt you before. That's why you keep things to yourself. Also, isn't it? No, I reveal a lot on here. I've shared so much with you guys. I mean, I've been hurt, but hasn't everyone been hurt? But I think it's important to know when you can share. It's bad to overshare, but I've shared many so many personal things with you guys on here, especially with my TikTok family. John T, welcome in. I have been hurt, but I take it as lessons, and I thank God for it because I do believe it has made me stronger and it's given me perspective. And also, I don't hold things against a person because we're all just trying to do the best that we can. And sometimes a person, they only have they don't have the capacity to do certain things. If a person doesn't love themselves, how can they love you? If they don't know what compassion is, how can they give compassion to you? Victor, welcome in. Clint, how's it going? A bit cold this side. I'm late. I am a little bit late today. Usually I come on at this time, like around 11, but today I wanted to come on sooner, but I was taking my time this morning to look at people. John, thank you for the heart me. Heart stuff, thank you for the follow. King, welcome in. Heart made way of showing us. Life was Sports said a lot. Steven, welcome in. How are you? Sniper, how's it going? Yeah, I meant to come on a little bit earlier, like around 10. Oh, when I was visiting my daughter in Palmdale, I was watching your live. Oh, that makes me so happy. Thank you, Shirley. How was your trip? Thank you, Taylor. It's good to see you. Taylor, where are you located in again? Did you tell me yesterday? Wendell, welcome in. Manuel, hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, 13, for blocking him. Awipa, how's it going, Stefan? How's it going? Let's see. Ooh. Welcome in, Sam says good evening to you from Papua. Chester, welcome in. I am very, very introverted. I know it may not seem like it because I come on live every day, uh, but I'm extremely introverted. I've gotten used to coming on and chatting with you guys, but I'm very, 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 very introverted. In real life, I stay to myself. I enjoy my own company. I don't have a problem with going out by myself. I can go to the movies by myself. I can go out to eat by myself. I can go shopping by myself. I don't mind doing activities by myself. I enjoy my own company. I do, value friendships. I like having friends and stuff like that, but I'm not the type of person that needs to be around people all the time. And but I do like to connect with people. But I have learned, especially, being on here on TikTok and YouTube, that the average person wants to connect. They want to talk with you. I whip, I thank you for the follow. Moved to Florida. I lived in Florida when I was little, real little. Edwin, you my number one fan. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Poets should have a good memory. The thing about it, Taylor, I talk to so many people. I'm dual streaming. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube at the same time. I get thousands of people come on. They come on my live on TikTok. Hundreds of people on the YouTube live. So certain details, the more and more a person comes in, I can remember stuff. But as far as like where you're from, it's kind of hard. Probably so, Wiz Kid. I'm sure I've gained a few extra pounds. Kaylin, welcome in, Kaylin. Christ is always with us as we abide in Him. Thank you, Will Delight. Where's the coffee? I got it. I got it right here. I got my coffee. Town, thank you for the follow. I'm from the U.S. I'm in Texas. Fitzmodo, how you doing? Pablo, welcome in. How you doing, Arturo? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo andas? Mister, welcome in. Texas seems so fun. It's fun, but it's hot over here. It's nice to meet you, Fitzmodo. From New Jersey, how you doing, Soprano? How's it going, Mike? Thank you for the Go Populars. Thank you, Alan. You doing good? Thank you, Mike. Maybe I have put on a little bit of weight. It's okay. Napoleon Dynamite, but it's gonna be outside. That's why we're going, because it's gonna be outside. We can take a blanket, get some food, be around people, mingle with people. Vita Pearson saved my life. Welcome in. How you doing today? How's your Friday going? Todd Mack, welcome in. My leg is falling asleep. Yeah, it's gonna be outside. Go walk around, be around some people. Thank you, Isaiah Reyes. Auntie, welcome in. My husband eat dinner. I'm not married, Alan. Dream Wizards, thank you for the follow. 5 p.m. about now, nothing worse than where your legs did. Yeah, it's this chair I'm sitting in. It's kind of uncomfortable. Oh, it's evening over there. East Coast, how you doing, AB? Welcome back in. Todd Mack, how's it going? I see you, Kinlan. How you feeling today? It's nice to meet you too, the hunter from West Papua. Welcome in. Town, how's it going? I didn't understand you, Alan. Thank you, Mike. Will Leroy, welcome in. Yeah, it's this chair I'm sitting in. It's kind of uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. My day is good so far. I haven't did much. I took my time. I was supposed to get up early today. Took my time by getting up. I was kind of sleepy. I was up early and then I went back to sleep. I should have stayed up. Thank you, Town. I appreciate you. I see you, Alan. All these cars driving by here, making all this noise. Thank you, Todd. You said no make? No make what? No makeup? I wear sunscreen, mascara. Sunscreen and mascara. Mascara is makeup. Bunnies, welcome in. Brian, how's it going? All right, y'all, let's see what kind of science articles we can read today. Science time with Tabby. Science time with Tabby. Thank you, thank you. Junebug, how's it going? Oh, thank you, Soundwave. I appreciate the gift. I just saw it. Thank you so much for the popcorn. How you doing, Nike? How you feeling today? Okay. You took your baby to get her driving permit today? Aw, congratulations to her, Glenn. Good morning to you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful, Broadway. I kind of look like Prince. Either I look like hee or I look like ah. Either I look like Prince or I look like Michael Jackson. Okay. All right, science time. This one is from Space Daily. Yeah, I'll be live this weekend. I'll be live. I come on live every day. I see you, Corey. Now either I look like hee or ah. I can't do the Prince one. Ah. It's hard letting go. I understand, Broadway. My oldest daughter, she'll be 19 this year, so she's 18 right now. And you know, the older she gets, the more independent she is. And but you know, as they get older, they still need you. And I think that it's cool. It has been cool to watch my daughter grow, and we can have more complex conversations. And it's nice to get her perspective on things. Your daughter is always gonna need you. No, don't do that, Prince. Your daughter is always gonna need you. I believe, daughters stick around. We stick around. She's gonna always need you. So it's okay. Thank you, Oliver. I appreciate that. Ekel, thank you for the follow. Ah. Either I look like one of them. Ralu, how are you? Girls, grab me. How you doing? Welcome in, Oliver. Thank you for the follow. Troops of Damnation, how are you? Man, how's it going? She looks like the mother. He said, no, don't do that, Prince. All right. Y'all ready for the science article? All right. Most of the matter in the universe has never been observed directly, and the existence of dark matter is essentially a placeholder named for the gap between what we can see and what the math requires. A placeholder we've been using confidently for about 90 years. Okay, the standard cultural framing of dark matter tends to treat it as a known scientific substance. So this one came out May 19th. Sword, how's it going? All right. The standard cultural framing of dark matter tends to treat it as a known scientific substance. The framing presents dark matter as one of the constituents of the universe, the way the standard model of particle physics treats electrons and quarks as constituents. In this framing, dark matter is something that exists, that has been studied, and that physicists understand in roughly the same way they understand the various other components of the cosmos. The framing is, on close examination, considerably less accurate than the wider register has been treating it as. The accurate statement is more careful. Dark matter is, in 2026, a placeholder name for a gap. The gap is the gap between the amount of matter that astronomers can directly observe in galaxies and clusters of galaxies and the amount of matter that the mathematics of gravitational dynamics requires to be there in order to explain what those galaxies and clusters are observed to be doing. The gap is large. The gap has been measured. The thing filling the gap has not. On the available evidence been directly observed, the wider scientific community has been using the placeholder name dark matter for the gap for approximately 90 years. Antonio, how are you? How's it going? Welcome in, guys. Okay, how the gap was first identified. The first measurements of the gap was performed in 1933 by the Swiss-American astronomer Fritz Zwicky. Working at the California Institute of Technology, Zwicky was studying the Coma cluster of galaxies, applying a technique called the virial theorem to estimate how much mass would need to be present in the cluster in order for the observed motions of the individual galaxies within it to be gravitationally consistent. The Coma cluster galaxies were moving at considerable speeds. The speeds were high enough that given the visible mass of the cluster, the galaxies should have been escaping the cluster's gravitational pull and dispersing. How you doing, Bowman? They were not dispersing. They were remaining bound to the cluster. The math, accordingly, was unambiguous about what the situation required. The cluster had to contain, in addition to the visible matter, approximately 100 times more mass than was actually visible. Zwicky coined the term "dunkel Materie" or Materie, dunkel Materie, German for dark matter. How you doing, Bowman? I think it's dunkel Materie, 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 right? German for dark matter. So Zwicky coined the term dark matter to describe the missing mass. The term was a placeholder. The placeholder named the gap. The placeholder did not, in any literal sense, identify what was filling the gap. Zwicky's finding was, on the available evidence, largely ignored by the wider astronomical community for the next 4 decades. The standard scholarly response was that there must be some error in the measurements or some error in the application of the virial theorem to the cluster or some other explanation that did not require positing the existence of large quantities of invisible matter. The placeholder name did not, in the scholarly community in the 1930s through the 1960s, acquire the status it now has. After last time, I believe I said. Okay, the structural change in how the wider community treated the placeholder came in the 1970s through the work of the American astronomer Vera Rubin and her colleague Kent Ford at the Carnegie Institution. Rubin's research involved measuring how stars orbit within individual galaxies, starting with a landmark 1970 paper on the Andromeda Galaxy. The explanation based on Newtonian dynamics and the visible matter of the galaxy was the stars in the outer regions of the galaxy should orbit more slowly than the stars in the inner regions, in the same way that the outer planets of the solar system orbit more slowly than the inner ones. The expectation was wrong. Rubin and Forbes observed that the stars in the outer regions of the galaxies were orbiting at essentially the same speeds as the stars in the inner regions. The observation was, by every available measure of Newtonian dynamics, impossible unless there was considerably more mass present in the galaxy than was visible. The mass had to be distributed in a particular way. The mass had to form an extended halo around the galaxy, providing the gravitational pull necessary to keep the outer stars moving at their observed speeds. When am I coming to Chicago? I don't know. The Rubin and Ford observations were in some real way what conceived the wider astronomical community that the gap Zwicky had identified 4 decades earlier was real. The galaxy rotation curves provided evidence that was harder to dismiss than the closer dynamics. The evidence was, on close examination, evidence about the same gap. The gap was the gap between visible matter and what the math required. The placeholder name carried forward from Zwicky's work and began, in the 1970s and the 1980s, to acquire the status of an accepted scientific entity. I am not Stevie. The size of the gap is, by every available measure, considerable. The current consensus estimates, based on the observations of the cosmic microwave background and galaxy rotation curves, gravitational lensing, and various other independent methods, place the proportion of the universe's mass energy content in approximately the following way: roughly 5% in ordinary matter, the kind composed of protons, neutrons, and electrons, including everything that has ever been directly observed by any instrument. Roughly 27% is dark matter, the placeholder for the gap. The remaining roughly 68% is dark energy, a separate placeholder for a different gap involving the accelerating expansion of the universe. Did I catch it? So let's say roughly 5% is ordinary matter. That's the kind composed of protons, neutrons, and electrons, including everything that has ever been directly observed by any instrument. That's 5%. 27% is dark matter, the placeholder for the gap. The remaining roughly 68% is dark energy, a separate placeholder for a different gap, involving the accelerating expansion of the universe. The structural implication is that most of the matter in the universe has, on the available evidence, never been directly observed by any instrument. The non-observation is not a matter of inadequate instruments. The non-observation is a matter of the thing in question not interacting with light when electromagnetic radiation of any wavelength or with any other detection mechanism that has so far been built. I'm doing good, Wayne. How are you? Fabrice, how's it going? The thing interacts gravitationally. The gravitational interaction is what allows matter to require its existence. No other interaction has, in 90 years of looking, been detected. You say it must be a spirit. The structural status of dark matter is, accordingly, more usual than the standard cultural framing acknowledges. The wider scientific community is highly confident that something is filling the gap. The community has no direct evidence about what that something is. What do you guys think? The various candidate hypotheses includes weakly interacting massive particles, axions, primordial black holes, sterile neutrinos, sterile neutrinos, and various modifications to the underlying laws of gravity that would eliminate the need for the gap to be filled by any actual substance. None of these candidates has, on the available evidence, been confirmed. The placeholder remains. What do you guys think? What's your take on it? Do you guys think that something is filling the gap? They say that they have no direct evidence of what the something is. But what do you think? Got to be plenty of stuff out there we can't see. I agree with that. Dark matter and dark energy. The Standard Cultural Register tends to use the term dark matter with the confidence that ordinary scientific language is reserved for established entities. The register treats dark matter the way it treats oxygen or electrons. The treatment is, on close examination, not quite warranted by the underlying state of the evidence. The underlying state of the evidence is the wider scientific community has been using a placeholder name for approximately 90 years to refer to a gap between observation and theory. The community has across that period gathered considerable additional evidence that the gap is real and that some kind of matter or modification to the physical law must be filling it. The community has not, in the same 90 years, succeeded in identifying what is actually filling the gap. The confidence with which the placeholder is now used in popular and even scholarly context reflects the accumulated evidence that the gap is real, not any direct evidence about what is in the gap. Just because we don't know what's filling the gap, that don't mean that there's nothing there. Just because we don't have direct evidence of what's there, that don't mean that there's nothing. It's like what we talk about all the time. There's known knowns, no unknown unknowns. You know, known unknowns, unknown unknowns. You seen a link? Okay, I will read it after I get off. I'll read this one, okay? The underlying state of evidence is that the wider scientific community has been using a placeholder name. Let's see. I read that one already. This on close examination, not a criticism, on how the wider scientific community has been handling the situation. The community has been doing what reasonable scientists do in the face of a persistent gap between observation and theory. The community has named the gap, continued to investigate it, and develop increasingly refined measurements of its size and properties. The community has also been continuously transparent that the name is a placeholder and that the underlying entity has not been directly detected. The wider cultural register has, in some real way, not preserved that transparency. The register has treated the placeholder as if it were a known entity. The treating as known has produced in the popular understanding a particular kind of false confidence about what the science actually says. The science says that there is a gap. The science does not say what is in the gap. The distinction on close examination matters for how the wider register should be treating the underlying uncertainty. Dark matter in 2026 is a placeholder name for one of the largest unsolved problems in physics. The placeholder has been used for approximately 90 years since Fritz Zwickie's 1933 observations of the Coma cluster. Jesus does love and save. Thank you, thank you. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, let's look what Mike sent me. Let's look what him sent me. Okay. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Okay. We got an article Mike sent me. Thank you, Mike. Scientists may have finally seen dark matter for the first time. This signifies a major development in astronomy and physics. You ever see a painting of the sky and only see clouds and things but nothing else? A deeper look at the sky sometimes takes shape as objects. Thank you, Alan. Life was said, oh Lord. Scientists may have finally seen dark matter for the first time. Okay. Scientists may have seen dark matter for the first time thanks to NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope. If so, this would mark the first direct detection of the universe's most mysterious substance. Dark matter was theorized in 1933 by astronomer Fritz Zwicky, who found that the visible galaxies of the Coma cluster lacked the necessary gravitational influence to prevent the cluster from flying apart. Then in the 1970s, astronomer Vera Rubin and colleagues found that the outer edges of spiral galaxies were spinning at the same rate as their centers, something that would only be possible if the major amount of mass in these galaxies wasn't concentrated at their centers, but rather more widely dispersed. These aren't direct observations of dark matter, of course, but inferences made using dark matter's interactions with gravity as well as the influence gravity then has on any ordinary matter and light. Still, because of these findings, astronomers have since calculated that all large galaxies are embedded within vast halos of dark matter that expand way beyond the limits of visible matter in galaxies, such as galactic halos of stars. The particles of this mysterious substance are now estimated to outweigh the particles that make up everyday matter by a ratio of 5 to 1. This means everything we see around us on a day-to-day basis, stars, planets, moons, our bodies, next door cats, and so on, all account for just 15% of the matter in the universe, with dark matter accounting for the other 85%. Whoa. Adding to the mystery of dark matter is the fact that because it interacts with electromagnetic radiation so weakly, or not at all, it doesn't emit, absorb, or reflect light. Thus, it is effectively invisible in all waves of light, or at least we thought it was. Vendor, how's it going? There is one possibility that would result in dark matter producing light. If dark matter particles annihilate when they meet each other and interact, much as matter and its counterpart antimatter do, then it should produce a shower of particles, including photons of gamma rays, that while invisible to our eyes could be seen by sensitive gamma ray space telescopes. One of the suggested self-annihilating particles theorized to compose dark matter are so-called weakly interacting massive particles, or WIMPs. So remember that, okay? Weakly interacting massive particles, WIMPs. A team of researchers led by Tomonori Totani from the Department of Astronomy at the University of Tokyo trained the Fermi spacecraft on the regions of the Milky Way when dark matter should congregate, namely at the center of our galaxy, and hunted for this telltale gamma ray signature. Are we there? We detected gamma rays with a photon energy of 20 gigaelectron volts, or 20 billion electron volts, an extremely large amount of energy extending in a halo-like structure toward the center of the Milky Way galaxy, Totani said. The gamma ray emission component closely matches the shape expected from the dark matter halo. And this isn't the only close match. The energy signature of these gamma rays closely matches those predicted to emerge from the annihilation of colliding WIMPs, which are predicted to have a mass around 500 times that of a proton. The ordinary matter particles found at the heart of atoms. Totani suggests there aren't any other astronomical phenomenon that easily explains the gamma ray observed by Fermi. Ricky, how's it going? Russell, welcome in. Thank you, Ragni. I appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words. Okay. If this is correct, to the extent of my knowledge, it would mark the first time humanity has seen dark matter, and it turns out that dark matter is a new particle, not included in the current standard model of particle physics. Satani said this signifies a major development in astronomy and physics. Watutani is confident that what he and his colleagues have detected is the signature of dark matter, WIMPs annihilating each other at the heart of the Milky Way. So all you gotta do is remember that. WIMPs annihilating each other at the heart of the Milky Way. The scientific community in general will require more hard evidence before the book is closed on this nearly century-old mystery. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate you. This may be achieved once more data is accumulated, and if so, it will provide even stronger evidence that the gamma rays originate from dark matter. That was pretty cool. Thank you for sending that to me, Mike. That was like, it paired great with the article I read before. Thank you, Mike. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they were both good. His paired great with what I read. Bring balance? Yes, you do. Thank you, darling. I want to say that the bird that have the nest over here, they have two nests because I don't know if that's the mama or the daddy flying back and forth, going to another porch. I wonder if the mama, they do have two nests. If the mama is over here with the babies and then the daddy have another nest, because he can't be in the nest with the mama and the babies. So he just like right next door. Third is, thank you for the follow. I can feed them. I don't want to mess with them. They doing their own thing. They split up. Well, like I don't think that the male is in the nest with the mama and the babies, but he's just like some feet away. Is visiting hours? That's so funny. Visiting hours. Louise, welcome in. These birds, they don't know me. The birds at home know me. I feed them. We got cardinals, blue jays, all kinds of hummingbirds. They know me. Russell, how you doing? How's it going? How you feeling today? It depends on the species. Some males look after the babies. Yeah, he seems to. I don't know what kind he is. He seems to be helping mama look after her babies. He's helping. Some species they made for life. Cardinals made for life. Yeah, he seems to be helping mama with her babies. Curtis, how you doing? Birds got a divorce going on. That's why. No, I don't think you don't see the. I don't think the males stay in the. They nest with the mama and the babies. So he got his little spot next door, and he be helping out. I think if you look at the volume of all the stars in the planet is less than, there's a lot of zeros. So the observable universe, life is being humble. What about my species? What do you mean? Thank you. Yeah, so this is a new dress. Do you like it? You like it? I'm going out with Yaya today. I want to look pretty. How you doing, Edgar? Welcome in. One more science article. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. See what else I can find before I read this one. Did y'all hear about the blue moon? We're supposed to have a super moon. Super moon. Said that makes up 15% of observable universe. Then NASA released the exoplanet sky map. Did you guys see that? You said there's species made for life, so I'm asking about yours. My species, your species. You tell me, living life, do our species made for life? So I'll let you guys choose. Okay. This one says consciousness is the only true creative thing in the universe, and the other one is time could tick faster and slower at the same time. Which one y'all want? Dave, welcome in. How's it going? Which one you guys want? First or the second one? The one about consciousness or the one about time? How you doing, Dave? Consciousness? Okay. Send me both of those. Okay. Consciousness is the only true created thing in the universe. In a world in which everything feels like a copy of a copy, and where we are told that the law of physics remains constant always and everywhere, it can feel like there is little room for the radically novel or new. Here, philosopher Victoria Trumbull argues that consciousness provides the space for the possible to become real. In a universe driven by laws, consciousness is the creative factor. Artificial intelligence has recently acquired a strange and unsettling power. Thank you, Marvelous, for the compliment. It can produce things that look like human creations. An AI model can write an essay, compose a melody, and generate an image in the style of a Renaissance painter. It can mimic coherence, originality, and even something like inspiration. This cultural moment has forced a perennial philosophical question back into view. What is so special, if anything, about human consciousness? Is there anything meaningful? Sorry, guys. Is there any meaningful difference between a human mind that creates and an algorithmic system that was, when prompted, produces satisfactory results? The common temptation is to raise the question by asking whether machines are on their way to becoming conscious or at least intelligent, provided that we can somehow conceptually isolate intelligence from consciousness to begin with. But the first difficulty in attempting to answer questions of this kind is that we do not yet understand what consciousness in us actually is. In mainstream cognitive neurosciences, consciousness is often understood in terms of information processing, involving the ingestion and integration of sensory inputs, the construction of internal representations, and the regular coordination of motor patterns. There are many different versions of this picture. Some emphasize neural correlates, others predictive processing, others global broadcasting, but they share a common assumption: the mind can ultimately be explained in mechanistic or computational terms. If mental life follows the laws and rules of a predetermined program, however complex, then it becomes increasingly difficult to make sense of the kind of novelty. Yet something in this picture remains incomplete. Computational models of mind struggle to account for a phenomenon so familiar that it is easy to overlook: the emergence of genuine novelty, irreducible to the mere recombination of existing elements, Contemporary philosophers of mind such as Jagon Kim have pressed the picture to its limits by raising the problem of mental causation. I see you, Vendru. If the physical world is casually closed, how is it possible for mind to influence our own behavior, let alone to interact with the world around us? Since the early days of philosophy, the mind or soul of the human person has been identified to some degree with an active power or internal force which acts as a proper cause relative to the world. Plato in the Laws 896a defines that the soul is that which is self-moved and self-moving, in contrast to an inert body which is influenced only by external forces. There is an immediate sense by which we recognize this internal force within ourselves. I am the initiator of actions which radiate from the interior of my being out to the world around me, which we experience this inner force most clearly in moments of decisive importance. When we hesitate between alternatives, when we act in a way that feels not merely caused by but chosen, we do not experience ourselves as executing a program. We feel that we are doing something new, so much so that we are often surprised by the results. This capacity for bringing about novelty in the world is often what we recognize in others as the quality of genius, whether in scientists, inventors, thinkers, entrepreneurs, poets, or artists or musicians. I can't finish reading the article because I got to pay for it. Dang it. I got to pay for the article. That's not fair. Information should be free. How you doing, physics bro? Welcome in. I'm sorry, y'all. How's it going? I can't finish that one. Consciousness exists beyond when the body ends. When AI has its power removed, it ceases to exist. There's a difference. That one was a good article, but I can't finish it. Brenda, I will send you that one. Let's see. Tabuski article fun. Put an E on that on the end of that. I'll send it. All we gotta pay for information should be free. Information should be free. Okay. That was a very good one. Showtime, how you doing? MOB, how's it going? Information should be free. Isn't it amazing how we just have the ability, like whatever you want to learn about, we have the ability to just like pick up our phone, get on our computer, like we just it's right at our fingertips. Just any time of the day, you can just read about, learn about whatever it is that you want to learn about. Ain't that so cool? I think that's so neat. You want to learn a new language? Pull your phone out. Whatever you want to learn about. You want to learn about physics? Let's say you read something, you don't understand it. Run it through Chat GPT or Gemini. Ask Gemini to break it down for you, to summarize it for you. And there you go. Ask Gemini to place it in layman terms. And there you go. I think that's so cool. You want to study something, I think that's so cool. When I was in school, we had to go to the library. Now, I do like libraries. I still like to go to the library. I think every kid should have a library card. It can be dangerous, but it's a tool. It's what we decide to do with it. It's a tool just like anything else. It's what you decide to do with a tool. Hey, Gemini replies, you wouldn't understand. Menu, how you doing? I like that name. I'll send you the other one. Brent, I didn't read that one, but I'll send it to you. Mm. You're very welcome. Come to India. The other one is from Science Daily, the one about time. I'm from the U.S. Gemini was giving really dangerous and careless recommendations and telling people what they wanted to hear. Cosmic Universe is unlimited. JB4, how's it going? I think that AI is a tool, is what you use with it. Now, it does require some common sense. And the thing about that is, common sense is not always so common. Some people, I think, some people may need to be told to, I don't know how I would word that. You can't just blindly follow what everything that AI like Gemini were to tell you. You gotta use, you do still have to use common sense. I am not married, Manu. JB, how's it going? Thank you for that follow. I'm not saying, that it's just to listen to it or just, follow it blindly. You still have to use use your brain and common sense. 13 said AI is just a tool similar to internet 30 years ago. People are afraid of what they don't understand. It's not to say that it can't be used in a way that's dangerous or that's harmful. That's true. YouTube about psychosis and ChatGPT were both mentioned. Robert, welcome in. Thank you, Stu, for the heart me. Thank you guys for the likes, 40 likes, 40 thumbs up. Let's see what else I can find. Mm. Even a hammer can build or restore. The hammer isn't bad, the intention is what matters. Of it, warning us about it was what gets me. I do think it's something that has to be used with caution, right? Like, we need to pay attention to it, right? Um, I get what you guys are saying. It is. I agree with 13. It is a tool. You use it. You can use it. It's the intent that is behind it. There needs to be some type of control, but the thing with that is often is it as it happens. A lot of times things get out of control. you know, like something that needs to be controlled. Well, what happens? It get you get, a lot of times it gets out of control. I've been having it. I use it for my I don't even think it's on anymore. I use it for my YouTube stream because the phone I'm using is older. Yeah, I've been having this for a little while. I don't ever use it for TikTok though. Santiago, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo andas? Mr. Pendergrass, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? My chainsaw came with a warning from its creator too. Some cut trees, some do stuff to faces. Article about quantum entanglement. Where you send it to me on physics, bro? I can't check. I don't talk installed on this phone. You going to bed? Okay, God over nerds. Guys, if you're not following God over nerds, go give her a follow. She goes she does live streaming. She has a wonderful personality. She's beautiful. Go give her a follow. She lives in Vietnam. She's from the States, but she's in Vietnam. Go give her a follow. Good night. I hope you have wonderful rest. Blessings to you. But literally, creators of it weren't about real. Yeah. Okay. Let me check my email. Let me check my email. Okay. Tabby. Jarvis, how's it going? Dandelion, welcome in. Imagine you and a friend each have a magical coin. You flip yours in New Jersey, your friend flips theirs in Tokyo. But before either coin is flipped, the coins are somehow connected in a strange way. The moment your coin lands on heads, your friend's coin instantly lands on tails, no matter how far apart you are. That strange connection is similar to what scientists call quantum entanglement. It happens when two tiny particles, like electrons or photons, become linked so deeply that they behave like one connected system. Here's the weird part. Even if the particles are separated by huge differences, measuring one particle immediately tells you something about the other. Albert Einstein hated this idea and called it spooky action at a distance, but experiments have repeatedly shown that entanglement is real. The particles are not secretly communicating faster than light in normal sense, and you cannot use entanglement like a telephone to send messages instantly. Instead, the particles share a kind of connected quantum state that only becomes definite when measured. Think of two gloves placed into two separate boxes. One box goes to Earth, one goes to Mars. If you open up the Earth box and see a right handed glove, you instantly know that the Mars box contains a left hand glove. Entanglement is similar except much stranger. Before you open the box, quantum physics says that the particles are not definitely right or left yet. They exist in a cloud of possibilities until measured. Scientists use entanglement today in quantum computing, quantum crypto- crypt- cryptography, and experiments involving quantum teleportation. At its core, entanglement means two particles can become connected so completely that the measuring one instantly relates to the state of the other, even across enormous distances. Uh, right now I'm not in a rural area. I do live in a rural area, but I'm visiting family. But it's usually very loud over here. Thank you, Stone Cold, for joining my fan club for 300 days. Pocho, how you doing today? to the doctors? Oh, I'm so sorry, Pocho. I pray that you'll be okay. I pray that whatever's going on, that God would just provide healing for you. Johnny, welcome in. I think I might have a blockage in my intestines. We're not going to claim that, okay? We come against that. No blockage. No blockage. The beginning of teleportation. I'm praying for you. Even if there is a blockage, I pray that God will just touch your body, and that all will be okay. All will be better than okay. I pray for the doctors and the nurses that will be treating you, that they will render you the best care. I pray that whatever is going on, that they will be able to find it. And I pray for healing for you. Taurus, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Let us know how it goes, Pocho, okay? Kind of scared I haven't done a number. Oh. No, it's here. It's okay, Pocho. I pray that you'll be able to go to the bathroom. I pray you'll be able to go. That if there is a blockage, I pray that it will become unblocked. I pray for you. That has to be so uncomfortable. I pray. I hope that you're not in a lot of pain. What God do I pray to? I'm a follower of Christ. I pray to Yahweh. Speaking of the dark matter subject and what CG said, it's like reading between the lines. When that happens, your level of consciousness has risen. Yes, he is. Indeed, he is, Pocho. Michael, welcome in. How you doing, Halo? Paul, how's it going? Ruben, welcome in. Let's see. Oh, it's okay, Taylor. It's okay. How you doing, Michael? Paul, how's it going? I'm trying to open up what you sent me, Mike. It won't let me for whatever reason. My name, welcome back in. How's it going? I am doing good. My day is going well. My day is going good. It's nice weather today. The sky is blue. I'm doing good. Good morning, Joe. Welcome in. I see you, Troy. I see you. Marnie is inside. Her is inside. I don't want her to come out here. She like to wander off. She don't listen to me. I could put her on her leash, but then, no, I don't want to do that. It's okay when we're home, you know. She can walk around. Even I still have to keep on her there, keep an eye on her there. But at least I don't have to worry about cars. Hawaii is raining for the whole week. Aw. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's funny, whenever I put my hair back in ponytail, people are like, did you get a haircut? I said, no. Scientifically today. I usually read science articles, Taylor, on the morning live. I like reading. I would read them before I would come on live, and then one day I was like, why not just read them on the live? I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like reading them. You learn. Thank you, Michael. I'm gonna hang out with my daughter today. We're gonna go do some stuffies, take her out, get her some food, walk around with her, people watch, spend some time with her, take pictures of her. I like to take pictures of my girls. I take all the pictures. I be trying to take all the pictures. I be like, go stand over there so I can take a picture of you. You know what in my phone full of my pictures is pictures of flowers and my girls. I still do the dance videos. I didn't do it last week because I was at the hospital with my family member. They're doing okay. They're doing better, much better. They are right now. They are right. They can move around. Should be heavy having that understanding. It is. Sometimes the articles I read, they're a bit heavy, but I grasp most of them for the most part. But even if you don't grasp it, it's still something to ponder on. Thank you, Albertos. Alberto Sierra. I like the name Sierra. Or better, I wish I had videos of when I was a child, but I'm too old. Hugh, thank you for that follow. My girls, they asked my mom like about for pictures and stuff. My mom didn't take many pictures of. There's not very many pictures of me when I was a little girl. My mom, she's like, I just wasn't thinking. I take pictures, I take videos, all that. I have so many pictures and videos. I had a waffle, Mr. Name. Got an uplight in the matrix and stuff. Family and flowers arrangement. Yeah, I like your profile, your pictures and the stuff that you share, Pocho. Is beautiful. Yeah, I take all the pictures and stuff for my girls. Every day I get like a Google will send me like a memory. It's nice. I think if you have children, you gotta take as many pictures of them as possible. You know, they don't stay little for long. Every day they just growing and growing, they're changing and stuff like that. But when they're little, it's such a precious time. They're such sweet beings. Both of my girls, they're still sweet, but you know they change. But when they're little, you are their entire world, and they're just so sweet and loving. They're doing good. My loved one is good. They're doing good, better at home, recovering. I think it's, you capture the moments with your phone camera when you can, but also be present to them too. Experience them too. I think it's just so important. It's so important to spend time with your children, you know? They deserve it. They deserve it. Eyelashes, I mean, I do have mascara on, but they're my lashes. Just they got a coat of mascara on. Do you think you can dance the way the hula dance? I think I could if I tried. The video that you sent me, I think I could try. One reason I want a child to record memories, really. The hula dances were cool. I watched the videos, all the videos you sent me. They were cool. Thank you, Jack Frost. Eric, how's it going? Welcome in. Is that a sparrow? I don't know what kind of bird that is. The guys, hula dancing was nice. It's different, but it's nice. That dude driving way too fast with that trailer coming around that corner. What if there's kids outside? Children keep mommy young forever. Yeah, I got 2 girls, 2 daughters. Thank you, Mister. My name. Thank you for the support. Glad son, thank you for liking the live. I wonder if Yaya is ready. I told her to get up and get ready. I don't know if she's ready yet. Texas Built, welcome in. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? I wonder if she is ready, or if her is taking her time. Yaya like to take her time and get ready. I have to let her know ahead of time. All right, we're praying for you. We're all praying for you. Don't worry, okay, Pocho? I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. I send you my love. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I got 47 thumbs up, the likes. Charles, welcome in. You want to try and switch up your nose ring? I do have a stud that I wear. I don't think I don't know. I've been rocking this one for a while, but I do put it like a stud in there, and I wear that. I don't know. I don't have it with me. It's at home, but I like the hoop. Amazon dude, Amazon guy. Let's see. Maybe he's coming over here. You have a tongue ring, really? No, I don't. I don't want people knowing where I am. Hold on, guys. Hold on. That was painful. Yeah, I used to have my eyebrow pierced when I was younger. My name. Why you trying to see where we at? Why you trying to see where we at? Moonlight, how's it going? Welcome in. I read Pocho. I hope you have a wonderful day. I don't think my microphone battery is good. I don't know. Something is wrong. Do an open box? What do you mean, Soundwave? What do you mean open box? If I was at home, I would show you guys, but not here because there's a street sign right over there. I don't want to reveal it. Marvin, welcome in. What do you mean open box? FedEx be pulling up so quick, huh, folks? Thank you, Troy. Thank you, J Money. Grandpa, the one. Alright, guys. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go see if Yaya's ready. We will not be doing karaoke tonight because I don't think. Oh, I don't know if that package is for me. Um, Yay! I don't think that's for me. Um, I won't be doing karaoke tonight, but I'll be back on when me and Yaya go out. So thank you, Physics Bro. I appreciate you. So like I said, no karaoke. I don't think so, unless I come on real late. But Yeah. But I'll be on Hangout with you guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed day. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Thank you, Brent and Mike, for keeping Tyberland safe. I love you guys. All right, y'all. I will tell her. I'll when I come on later on. I'll show her. Have her show her face. All right, guys. Thank you, Mr. Name. Thank you guys for the thumbs up and giving me a bit of your time. Live Food Sports, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Physics Bro, hope you have a lovely day. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all. Bye bye.